Hey, what's up, YouTube? I was thinking a little bit about the September 2013 ban list, and this is what I've came up personally, some ways to fix the format and try to bring back some of the old decks, give them a fair shot anyway. So this is what I would do personally. Limited to one, I would limit Atlantean Dragoons simply because of the fact that if you hurt the other decks, you're going to have to hit Mermels as well, otherwise they would be the #1 deck again. So you have to hit them some way, which putting Dragoons at 1 hurts them. Personally, I think that's enough. You don't need to go any farther than that. For spellbooks, I would hit Spellbook Magician of Prophecy and Spellbook of Secrets both to 1. That's pretty... I don't know if that's pretty harsh, but I think it's what needed to be done personally. You know, those are their two main search cards that let them add whatever they need. If they're both at 1, it's going to really affect them and slow them down immensely. And, I mean, I don't think Judgment Day needs to be hit. I think just Spellbook Magician and Spellbook of Secrets. That's the way I see it. For Fire Fists, and just generally any Beast Warrior deck, I mean, Tenki is too good. I mean, you can use this thing in like so many different decks, Constellars, all that kind of stuff. Lots of decks can just run Tenki, and it's just a generic search card that is definitely busted and overpowered in Fire Fist. So it needs to go to 1. Fire Fist will be too good now that they have Rooster and everything, so Tenki needs to go to 1. And then the last card to go to 1 would be Super Rejuvenation, obviously because we all know it's really broken, and playing like multiple Rejuvenations in one turn isn't really that fair. So if Rejuvenation is at 1, they're hardly ever going to draw it, and if they do, they can only play Rejuvenation once, obviously. To 2, I would also like all the baby dragons to be put at 1. This way, it slows down elemental dragons by hitting Rejuvenation and all the babies. I don't know, or you could hit all the big dragons to 2, or just simply put all the babies at 1. I don't know, you can flip-flop, do whatever you want. Either way I think works pretty well. I'm not sure which way is better to hurt them, but anyway, you just either put all the babies at 1 or put all the big dragons at 2, and that should be enough to slow the deck down. It will be still competitive, but it just won't be as fast and as broken. Alright, now for at 2, semi-limited, I would put TG Striker at 2. This card does not deserve to be at 1. I don't think it ever did. I mean, TG Agents were like so long ago, and this card should be at 2. I don't see why it's at 1 still. I mean, this card should be at 2. Also, putting at 2, Black Whirlwind. Okay, when is the last time we've actually seen a Blackwing deck in a tournament competitive? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a couple of years since Blackwings have been competitive. So, Collude is at 3 now. I don't think Whirlwind should go to 3 because then obviously they'd be like pretty much back at full form with their speed and power and consistency. But I would put Whirlwind at 2, that way it gives them a boost. It doesn't make them overpowered or anything. It just helps them out and maybe bring back an old archetype. And now for cards that I think should be put at 3. Thunder King Ryo, did not understand this one at all, why he was ever put at 2. This card should be at 3 immediately. I mean, it's an anti-meta based card, and there's no reason it should be at 2. I also think that the Agent of Mystery Earth should be at 3. Agents are relatively dead, and maybe this will help. Earth along with Striker might help out TG agents, and maybe agents will actually have a shot. Who knows? I didn't mind playing agents. It was an okay deck. It was an okay format. And if no one's playing them at all, why not? Why put it at 3? It's not that powerful of a card. I don't see why it shouldn't be at 3. And for the last card, I have Bottomless Trapple at 3. Bottomless is a really good trap card. But the reason why I'm putting it at 3 is because of the new release of these trap tricks monsters, which rely on trap hole cards. And let's face it, trap hole cards are pretty much junky and useless, except for Bottomless Trap Hole. This is the only useful and good trap hole card out there. I know Treacherous Trap Hole is actually a pretty good one, but if they're running a lot of trap cards, they can't even run Treacherous Trap Hole. So, for trap tricks, it would make sense from Konami to try to, I don't know, help out this new archetype by putting Bottomless Trap Hole at 3. And, in general, Bottomless at 3 would kind of help out with all the crazy monsters we have and overpowered stuff we have now. So I think that would be pretty good to put Bottomless at 3. So this would be my personal list. Try to change around the format. And alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, I'll see you all later.